What's happening, y'all? It's your main man back in the building with some real talk about payday loan. Man, that's the devil. The ultimate trap that's keeping too many of y'all stuck in a cycle of debt. Today, we're going to break it down and show you how to break free using some guerrilla tactics that they don't want you to know about. So sit tight and let's dive in. All right, let's get real for a minute. You're living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet, and then bam, an unexpected expense hits you like a ton of bricks. Maybe it's a car repair, a medical bill, or just putting food on the table for your family. Or maybe you have wage garnishments that keep you coming up short in the pockets. That was once my problem. But whatever, you're desperate, and those payday loan places seem like the only option. But let me tell you something, they're not. Payday loans might seem like a quick fix, but in reality, they're a one-way ticket to financial ruin. You see, they come with sky-high interest rates that can trap you in a cycle of debt faster than you can say scam. Imagine you take out a $500 payday loan with a 400% APR. That means for every $100 that you borrow, you're paying back $400 in interest over the course of a year. That $500 loan can quickly balloon into over $2,000 if you roll it over for just 4 times. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to escape once you're in it, man. And it's a setup where you just can't get one and be done. You got to keep going back. Let's break it down with some real talk. Did you know that the average APR on a payday loan can be over 400% for real? Yeah, you heard me, 400%. That's straight up predatory lending, worse than dealing with a loan shark. I know y'all heard that. And if you think you could just pay it back on your next payday and be done with it, think again. Most people end up rolling it over multiple times, paying hundreds and even thousands of dollars in interest alone. So if you're trapped in a payday loan cycle, you're not alone. But the good news is there's a way out of that crap. And today we're going to show you how to break free using some hardcore guerrilla tactics they don't even want you to know about. First things first, you need to know where you stand. Take a hard look at your finances. How much do you owe? What are the interest rates? And what's your total monthly payment? This will give you a clear picture of the battlefield you're facing. Then, like I've said before, then comes the ultimate sacrifices. You got to cut expenses to the bone. Take a deep dive into your expenses and cut out anything non-essential. Cancel that gym membership, cook at home instead of eating out, and sell anything that you don't need. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can put towards getting out of that debt. Now, one thing you can do, it might seem intimidating, but trust me, it's worth it. Pick up the telephone and negotiate with the creditors. Ask for a lower interest rate or a payment plan that works better for you. You got to play dumb and be humble. They might just surprise you and be more willing to work with you than you think. Then you might want to seek alternative lending options. Instead of turning to payday loans, explore alternative lending options like community development financial institutions or online peer-to-peer lending platforms. These options often have lower interest rates and a more flexible term than traditional payday lenders. And then you might want to think about borrowing from friends or family. Yeah, I know. It might feel embarrassing to ask for help, but sometimes your loved ones can be your biggest allies, and sometimes they can't. But swallow your pride and reach out for a loan or assistance. They might be more understanding than you even realize. And yeah, you got to create a repayment plan. Once you've negotiated with the creditors and explored alternative lending options, it's time to create a repayment plan. Map out exactly how you're going to tackle your debt, prioritizing high interest loans first. Stick to your plan and watch the debt shrink with each payment. And most importantly, you got to build an emergency fund for the future. Because when you finally escape that payday loan trap, it's crucial to build an emergency fund to protect yourself from future financial emergencies. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. I love those things, man. Let's paint a picture here. Say you got a $500 payday loan with 400% APR. You're looking at paying back over $2,000 if you roll it over 4 times. We know you're looking at paying back over $2,000 if you roll it back a couple of times. But instead of falling into that trap, follow the guerrilla tactics. Cut expenses, negotiate, and borrow from somebody. Suddenly that $500 loan doesn't seem so insurmountable anymore. The main thing to know is that you will have to sacrifice and not do your normal wasteful spending. Hey man, you got to come up with a lump sum of money to give to those people and end that madness once and for all. And guess what? You're never going back there again. You got to go without something or wait till you actually have the money to spend. You got to make a mindset change because payday loans are the most dangerous attack on your sanity and financial well-being. It's just that simple. You have to take the steps to end this at any cost. You don't have the money to use, so you don't go looking for it at a payday loan office. Shoot, the situation can't get any worse than it can by going to a payday line. I ended my payday loan madness 20 years ago by just borrowing the money at a low interest rate. I then went in and paid off the payday people and then tripled up on paying off the money I had borrowed. Yeah, it seemed like it was hard, but it was over for me. I realized the trap these people had me in, and I just had to do something about it, and I did. Man, I just had a talk with myself, and I realized that, man, these people got me. And the only way I could get out is just to hand them the money that I was in debt for and get away from these people, you know what I mean? So there you have it, family. Our hardcore guide to breaking free from the payday loan trap. It's not going to be easy, but trust me, it's worth it. Don't let those payday lenders keep ripping you off, man, because that's exactly what they're doing. So I appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you like it, go ahead and show it. Give me some comments and give me some ideas. And I'll see you guys next time on the Money Mindset channel, where we'll be learning a little bit more about how to manage that money just a little bit better. Thanks, guys.